What is up, everyone? Sean here, and welcome to my top 10 videos, or today in this case, this will be a top 11 video for most anticipated games of as the rest of 2018, starting from July 2018. It is, it is past the halfway point of 2018, and at this point, I did want to make a video about what games I'm excited for and what I'm willing to buy as well. So the games I'll mention here, I'm basically most likely going to buy them when they come out, or as soon as they come out, or maybe a few days after they come out. Point being, I'm willing to buy them, and that's that. So this is as of July 2018. Obviously, I'm not going to mention all the games that have been released in the past now. So this is what I wanted to share here. So let's gonna go with number 11 here, starting off for this video. And that's Black Ops 4. Call of Duty, it's another Call of Duty title. It's, one of those things that, people are just going to roll their eyes on. And at this point, it just seems like, Call of Duty is kind of becoming really stale and they might be going downhill. I mean, this time around, this is the 4th title of the Black Ops series. And I had in my say for Black Ops 3, I think. Although, strange enough, as of late, I've kind of gone back to Black Ops 3 because I've really grown to appreciate how Black Ops 3 felt in comparison to World War II. World War II overall feels like kind of stiff. It kind of just feels weird. I don't know. It's just something different about it, and I just don't like it. And when I came back to Black Ops 3 when it was free for PlayStation Network, if you had PlayStation Plus for a few days or something, everyone got back onto it, and I actually, realized of how much it felt better in comparison to Sledgehammer's World War II for the Call of Duty series. So it actually made me a little more excited for Black Ops 4 in that aspect. But before, when it was first announced, I was just curious overall. I've always been someone who always played these Call of Duty games because, I need that shooter, the online competitive shooter, where you just go into team deathmatch and shoot people and stuff like that. I've been growing up with these kind of games ever since from early high school, starting from the PS3 generation, and I think this time around, Black Ops 4 could fulfill that itch when it comes to arcadey kind of fast-paced online shooters or FPS shooters. And this time around, this seems a little more interesting. They're taking some mechanics out, but they're putting some good ones in there, in my opinion. Like, the manual healing could be a good one, and also, boots on the ground gameplay, as they really pushed in that reveal from, I believe it was the Black Ops reveal that they did before E3, and just, I don't know, it got me more curious. And of course they have to throw in the Battle Royale thing, and unfortunately they had to take out campaign mode along with that too, along with the wall jumping and the wall running and all that stuff. So that was unfortunate, but maybe that'll come for DLC. I can definitely smell that coming, but we'll have to see. Otherwise, I'm interested enough to get it on the PS4, and I'm just gonna see what happens from there. And I'm sure my friends are gonna pick it up, and we'll have a pretty good time before we kind of put it down for a little bit, and maybe we'll pick it back up when we feel that online first-person shooter itch or whatever. So I'm willing to give it a shot, just because I've been playing Call of Duty games, and Black Ops 3 kind of got me a little going again. And so Black Ops 4 could be something to look forward to when it comes to online first-person shooters, but definitely not for the single-player campaign, because there's none of that. So just gotta wait and see. That's all I can say about that, and just curious enough. Next game on the list here is number 10 with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee on the Switch. This is more of what I'm up to. Like, this is more up my alley. I love Pokemon, definitely more than Call of Duty. And this game was something people weren't looking forward to. That's coming out this year, but luckily this is just a spin-off for the Switch. And the real Pokemon core RPG game is coming next year, and it's brand new, and I just really can't wait what has in store, what's in store for that game. Very excited for that. But meanwhile, for this year, we're getting, you know, this spin-off here, and it's pretty much, to me anyway, seems like it's like Pokemon but on easy mode, because you know you can grab all your Pokemon from Pokemon Go and transfer them here. I believe you don't really have to battle wild Pokemon. You can just approach them and throw the Pokeballs or something in Pokemon Go style, so you don't really have to battle them. You just go straight into the capturing part. So yeah, in ways it is pretty much, in my eyes anyway, Pokemon on easy mode. But there are still traditional things, like you can still battle the NPC trainers, and you can battle the gym leaders, as Brock and Misty have been recently revealed. And I'm just very curious about the Pokeball controller that I did pre-order myself, and the game itself, of course. So I'm definitely ready for it, and I'm willingly enough to give it a try and, you know, give it a review. And just, you know, I really want to see how this goes. It could be a really fun, or it could be just something else. You know, it could be just like a mediocre thing, or, you know, again, it could be something really fun, something to really play on the Switch as you're outside or something. You take it on the go, of course. And we don't know where it's gonna go from there. You know, we could be looking at for more DLC or something. Maybe more rewards for playing Pokemon Go as well along the way. Not that I will go back to Pokemon Go, but maybe we'll see. I mean, maybe just little tidbits in here and there. But again, time will only tell for this game. And again, I'm really curious, and I'm willing to give it a good amount of money to see, you know, including with that Pokemon controller. I think that on its own looks cool, because, you know, it's like a actual physical thing from the show or from the game, and now you can have it in your own hand or whatever, and it can function as a controller. So I'm curious as to if that can work for other games as well. And maybe, I don't know, maybe someone will play Super Smash Brothers competitively with that Pokemon controller or something, the Pokeball controller. That would be something to be really just be blown away by. But I mean, it does have multiplayer as well, and that's kind of cool. And, you know, I've been you know, thinking and speculating whether that could be overpowered or not, or broken, because you can just grab 2 Joy-Cons in your hands, play on your own, and maybe up your catch rate or something. I don't know. I don't know how that's really gonna work. If it's really gonna work at all, I don't know. Well, I mean, we'll have to find out once that game comes out. But all in all, I'm excited for it. I am very much curious enough to willing to buy the controller and the game itself. I am gonna go with Let's Go Eevee for anyone that's curious, because I really wanted to see Eevee dressed up in mini outfits or whatever. Pikachu has always had the spotlight, so I feel like Eevee, to me, deserves a little more spotlight this time around. So I'm gonna pick up Eevee just because. I know these Pokemon don't evolve. I know it's supposed to be like a Pokemon Yellow sort of remake, and they walk around with you and all that, and that's all there is to it. They're not going to evolve, but they can, you know, be dressed up and stuff like that, and be customized or whatever. So that's cool, and I want to give it a shot. Next up, number 9 on this list here, and that's Spyro Reignited. Spyro Reignited is the remaster of Spyro with its first 3 games, and this is the game for the nostalgia people who've actually played the old games back in the day on the PlayStation 1. I never really got the opportunity to play these games because I never had a PlayStation 1. I was the Nintendo guy. I was a Nintendo boy, kid, whatever. Back in the 90s, I had that N64. You know, I was that guy who had the Nintendo stuff, you know, in my circle. So I really never got to play these Spyro games, but I thought they were pretty cool because it features a purple fire-breathing dragon. And I know you can go around and, you know, breathe fire on enemies, but you also collect a lot of these things, items for the sake of progressing through the game. So it's a collectathon, but it's something I would like to give it a try from I believe it's from Naughty Dog back in the day. But Anyways, I would love to give it a shot just because it looks cool enough for me, and you can go around. It's a little more on the free roaming world or whatever, open world, in comparison to like Crash Bandicoot, which is very linear. I know it's a different type of game, but you know, just saying that I prefer something like Spyro over Crash Bandicoot, so that's why I didn't pick up Crash Bandicoot Remastered or whatever. So Spyro Reignited is the perfect opportunity for me to get into the Spyro series, and maybe hopefully that will literally reignite interest for Spyro, and maybe they'll make more Spyro games from that point on or something. I don't know, but it definitely looks good. I really like how he's turning out. Glad that they didn't go with the Skylanders look that they had in the past, and that was kind of like a spit in the face sort of for the fans. But we're getting that classic look, but obviously retextured for this generation. And again, I really do like it. It really looks clean. It really looks really colorful and really just really good overall. And it's really enticing me to grab it in September. So this is literally the only. I think this is the only game I'm looking forward to in September. So that's why I put it on this list on number 9. So it's an old game, but it's something I am interested enough for myself to pick up and try it out and stream it and all that fun stuff. So again, I'm looking forward to it just because it's the time to take that opportunity to try out the Spyro series. Alright, so number 8, Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5 features World War II, which I'm really happy with because, you know, Battlefield 1 was something, it's kind of like a little taste of what's to come for the classic wars, you know. And World War II has always been that staple for me. I played Battlefield 1942 back in the day on the Mac. It was my first time playing a Battlefield game. I think that was the first Battlefield game, if I'm not wrong here. During the days when EA was actually good. I had a lot of fun with it, and I've been playing some games here and there when it comes to Battlefield, but starting from Battlefield 1, I was really happy with it because, you know, it's going back to that classic war, you know, that old school war theme. And World War 1 was a risk, but I think it did it, and it was pretty fun at the time. But I was itching for World War 2 just because, you know, if Battlefield 1 can look like this, I want to see World War 2 look like, you know, whatever it is. And Battlefield 5 is, you know, that game. So my only thing is that I hope they covered the Pacific theater or the Pacific part of the war. I hope to see Japan, and of course I hope to see Russia, the Italians, just because they just you know, really complete the piece for World War II. We've always seen obviously USA or United States or Britain. I think France is in there. Of course Germany. Now there are going to be different parts of Europe, sure, being involved with the war as well. But I just hope it just isn't, you know, just Europe. You know, I think the Pacific also made up, you know, pretty much 50% of World War II because that was just such a big thing during World War II. So I'm a big fan of World War II, and I feel like, you know, the Pacific warfare should be in there as well. Maybe during DLC or something. I hope to see that, especially with this game having free content and no paid DLC as of right now. No paying that season pass or anything like that. So hopefully the Pacific part can come in free and we can all enjoy it. So especially with EA learning their lesson with the whole loot box progression that was integrated into Battlefront 2, excuse me. And you know, hopefully they learned that lesson and you don't screw it up again with this game, because this time I'm really gonna look forward to it. I really want to get this, and I'm kind of conflicted between getting it on the PS4 or on PC, because some of my friends are getting it on PC and some of my friends are getting it on PS4. So I may have to double dip. I don't know. I may do that maybe the month after that, just so, you know, I you know, want to make sure I get enough money or something. But I'm definitely look forward to Battlefield 5 no matter what, whether I'm getting on PC or PS4. Still looking forward to it. Really want to see how that turns out. It really looks good. And this one has not only Battle Royale, but it also has the single player campaign modes. So that's like kind of showing it up for against Call of Duty. So yeah, you know, it you know, definitely one ups them for content wise. So I mean, we'll have to see how the story is, or the quality of the campaign mode is. But you know, there's still something to look forward to when it comes to single player content, unlike Black Ops 4. So you know, kudos for DICE for putting some effort at least for the single player content. So I do like that on them, and that it, you know, makes me look forward to this one a little more than Black Ops 4. That's why it's number 8 on the list here. So definitely looking forward to it in October, because that's definitely the biggest month, or the biggest amount of games in that month or whatever. October is definitely the one with the most games I'm looking forward to or anticipating. Number 7 on the list, we have Super Mario Party, which is also in October. This is something I am looking forward to, because I've been, you know, running this channel with Wii Party and all these other party games from Nintendo consoles, and I'm that guy who absolutely loves them, playing with friends, especially back in the day. And Super Mario Party is something to look forward to, because it's going back to the old formula with the board game here. Now, no more riding on the cart with all your friends and riding, you know, all along in this one cart, and you know, moving together. That kind of crap is gone. So you're all moving individually on the game board, which is absolutely awesome. That's how it should been in the first place. I mean, I get it. It's kind of something kind of different from other Mario parties, but we've gone past that. We should go back to how or what made Mario Party really fun. So obviously they're sticking with a more traditional game board, which I'm really glad they are. And at least they're trying something with the online, with just the mini games. But come on, we gotta have online full Mario Party just up and going, because that would be the perfect game for the Switch here. And obviously they're doing something with like multiple switches, so like if your friend had brought a Switch over, play certain mini games that can connect the switches and stuff like that, you can kind of integrate the screens somehow together or something with some mini games. But hopefully that doesn't get pushed too much, because otherwise really I'm just looking forward to the classic aspect of Super Mario Party. And I would hopefully would love to you know, have that with friends and play it and record it, and maybe go back into We Have Fun or something just for that, or something like that. We'll have to see, but I'm you know, definitely looking forward to this as the party game of the year or something. But we'll have to see. But hey, I mean, Super Mario Party on the Switch, I think it's gonna be fun no matter what. So now for number 6 on this list for most anticipated games of 2018 from July, and that's Fallout 76. That's coming out in November. So Fallout 76, when it first revealed, I was curious. I was like, what the heck is going on? I mean, why did it jump all the way to 76? Obviously there's a story around Vault 76, and now, you know, at E3 the gameplay was revealed, and it's like a online kind of building sort of you know, cooperative building game, obviously with shooting, of course, first person shooting. And it's sort of kind of like taking on Ark in a way, because you do want to build a base with your friends. But now there's, you know, there's nuclear missiles and stuff like that, nukes and stuff like that, that you can fire yourself once you find the codes. And that kind of worries me a little bit, because, you know, especially with all the grieving that can have in this game when it comes to the PvP aspect. So that's something I do worry about. And I really do hope that they do have an option for private lobbies or private servers. That'd be really cool. But otherwise, it is something to look forward to. I am going to pick it up on PCs this time around. I do have a, you know, pretty beefy rig, and I want to put that into use. So after all, you know, it is in my room, so just sitting here, just waiting to play a pretty big game. So I think 76 is a pretty good opportunity to do that and really show what PC games really look like, you know, in my eyes. So, because I never really got to play PC games all these years until as of this year. So I think this is a really good opportunity to do so. So you know, the 2018 is my start of PC games, and so far I've played a couple of them, but I think 76 is the real big test because you know it is you know that I do like. I really enjoyed Fallout 4, as a number of like hardcore fans probably didn't like it just because it's, you know, kind of stepping away from the traditional formula and kind of simplifying it, I think, in many ways, trying to make it accessible for new fans. But I think, you know, it's sometimes it's good to do that because, you know, you need to introduce more people into it, keep the fan base fresh. And now, you know, you kind of drawn these people like me into it, and I'm looking forward to 76. So, you know, I can play with my friends online with my PC, and hopefully we can build a base without getting blown up or whatever. But we'll bound to get blown up at some point, and I'm definitely gonna prepare myself for that type of anger. But we'll have to see about how 76 turns out. I mean, it does look pretty. It has more color to it this time around, unlike the muddy kind of overall grayish brownish look with Fallout 4. I know it's supposed to be apocalyptic, excuse me, but it could have used more color, and I think 76 does a really good job with it. I'm definitely looking forward to it for Fallout 76 here. Now we have number 5. We're definitely past that halfway point, and number 5 here is Yakuza Kiwami 2, coming out at the end of August here. I'm really excited for it. Really loved Yakuza Kiwami. The first one was my first Yakuza game I've ever played, and I really loved it. I loved the gameplay for it. I loved the story around the whole Yakuza lore, and I love Kiryu. I love the characters around him, especially Majima. And Yakuza 2, or Yakuza Kiwami 2, is something definitely to look forward to because it just continues the story and it's just more hokey, crazy Yakuza fun. I love the new look that they've able to implement with their new Dragon engine, and it looks absolutely beautiful in comparison to its old version, or the original version. And for those who don't know, Kiwami is, you know, kind of like that remastered version of whatever game. So Yakuza Kiwami was a remaster of the first game. Now Kiwami 2 is the remastered version of the second game, featuring I think the new character or new villain is Ryuji Goto or something. Please correct me in the comments or something. But Ryuji, definitely he's in there. The blonde guy who's also called the Dragon. So I think it's pretty cool. And he's receiving that big makeover, man, with that Dragon engine. So awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. And I think they're adding Majima as a playable character. So this is probably the best updated, or going to be the best updated Yakuza game out there, besides Yakuza 6. And I'm definitely really anticipating for this one because I just love the direction, or just the hokiness, the serious tones, and the blend of fun, comedy, and just really goofy things that happen in the game. It really adds up to something really fun for a Japanese mafia game. So really can't wait to play it after Evo. Now, number 4 on the list here, it's kind of connecting to Kiwami 2, sort of, because number 4 here is Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise. So for those who don't know about this game, Fist of the North Star, you know, is that anime from the 80s that features a guy blowing up people just by tapping them and whatever, poking them. And Fist of the North Star is one of those like serious but very outrageous tones and stuff like that, and which is why it's very much beloved anime series within overall the anime fan base or whatever. And it's really funny of how much kind of similar these two things are. Well, and when I mean two things, it's and I'm saying that because Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise is being developed by the same team that makes the Yakuza game. So that's why in Japan it's called, I believe it's called Hokuto ga Gotoku or something. So, you know, Ryuga Gotoku and Hokuto throw the two names together and that's what you get. So, but here in the States, it's called Lost Paradise, whatever. So, I really don't care. I wanted that game to come here to the States with English subtitles and blah blah blah, and we're definitely getting that in early October. So that's why October is considered Broketober for a lot of people, including me. The voice actor for Kiryu, Kuroda, is voicing Kenshiro, and a lot of the people from Yakuza are also voicing a lot of the main characters from Fist of the North Star. And for example, Majima is voicing Jagi, one of my favorite villains, if not the favorite villain in Fist of the North Star. Really cool villain. He's such a weak character in comparing to the other Hokuto Shinken users, but he's such a distinctive character. He's a big part of the story as well in some ways, and he's such a good villain in my opinion. Lovable in some ways. He's a complete asshole, sure, but anyways, there's a lot of that ridiculous hokiness that you see from Yakuza coming into Hokuto's or Fist of the North Star, and you get to see Kenshiro do these weird things that you never ever get to see in the anime series or the manga, such as Kenshiro being a host for a cabaret club or a bartender. So you never get to see that from Kenshiro. He doesn't ever do these things, but now with this, you get to have the opportunity to do so, just to see what's it like for Kenshiro to do these completely different things. And I'm wondering about the karaoke as well. Are we gonna see, You Are Shock, that song, the opening theme from Fist of the North Star? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things to play around with. I would love to see what they'll do with it, later down the line. But they definitely will have a Kiryu skin for Kenshiro. So, oh wow, what do you know? You have Kiryu in another Yakuza game. So, in some ways, so it's basically Yakuza, but with that Fist of the North Star makeover, and you'll see people blowing up and stuff like that. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be ridiculous, and that's why I put it up there with number 4, just above Yakuza Kiwami 2, because Yakuza Kiwami 2 is based off of a game that's already existed, but Fist of the North Star is something, a series that needs more games for this generation, and Lost Paradise is definitely a nice addition to it, I think, overall. And it is something to really wait for October, and it's coming in early October, so that'll hopefully come soon enough. Now, number 3 on the list here, and that is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Yes, it is the biggest game that was revealed from Nintendo. It was, a huge chunk of the E3 presentation. Now, I can discuss about that E3 presentation from Nintendo, but let's put that aside there, and let's just talk about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, yes, I love Super Smash Bros. As a series. It's, one of those crossover fighting games that I do look forward to. I'm a huge sucker for them, and the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is no exception. It has quote-unquote everyone in there. Now, when they mean that, they mean everyone from the past Smash games, and not so much everyone else that everyone wants. And I think really, if Waluigi and Lyn from Fire Emblem series comes in there, I think that's something that for me it'll be complete, because Lyn is cool, very awesome, and Waluigi could be in there so that people can shut up about him. And I think from there on, I don't know, it could be just anyone else, I don't know, maybe Shantae or Shovel Knight or something. I personally don't care about the indie characters. I just want to see Waluigi and Lyn. I think those are the two really pinnacle characters that need to be in there, just to really just make it a solid roster. But hey, I mean, can't complain too much. We have Inkling Girl in there from Splatoon. And of course, all the crossover characters or the guest characters are making back in there. Like I said, everyone is in there, like Ryu, Cloud. We have Mega Man in there as well. Sonic is always in there. I think Sonic at this point is gonna be in there because, he's kind of part of Nintendo or somewhere. I don't know. I mean, people can say what they want, but he's probably going to be in there, I don't know, maybe possibly permanently, I don't know. But because of how close Sega and Nintendo are, and funny enough, Bayonetta is kind of part of Nintendo too, because only her games, or the games with Bayonetta, are only going to show up on Switch because Nintendo kind of bought them out pretty much, or helped them out develop games like Bayonetta 2. So at this point, Bayonetta isn't a guest character. She's kind of like a second party character, just like technically Pokemon is, because they have their own company, and they're definitely second party for Nintendo. So, but anyways, I'm really happy with how it's turning out. I love the changes they're going through. I love the looks on characters like Ganondorf and stuff like that. I love the new look on Zelda. I love what they're doing with the overall direction when it comes to the visuals. There is directional air dodging. There is, you know, a lot of things I could talk about when it comes to the technical gameplay aspects of it. But overall, I just want to sum it up that yes, I am excited for it. It is number 3 on my list after all. And, you know, it's that big game that's going to come out on the Switch. It's going to sell a lot more Switches. It's, you know, a system seller. A lot of people are very much looking forward to it, and they are waiting, willingly waiting until December. You know, the final point of this year. You know, luckily it's early this December, but yeah, December no less, and it's gonna be really big. A lot of people are gonna get it, and I'm really looking forward to not only the multiplayer aspects of it, but also the single player aspect of it as well. I really hope they, you know, things that make a classic mode or single player modes exciting. But obviously you're gonna do a lot of unlocking, so you have something to look forward to or stuff to do offline, which is just to grab characters, just unlock characters as much as you can. So, you know, no less, it is something to look forward to. For the Switch, you can take it on the go, and now, you know, everyone's in there. Wolf, Ice Climbers, all those returning characters that we wanted, that could have made the Wii U Smash a lot better, but no less, they're in here, and you know, it's the Smash probably to get into now, because everyone's in there. It's, you know, it could be a revival for a lot of people who, you know, kind of fell out from like Brawl or something, or Melee or something. You know, now everyone can get back in here because all their characters are in this one. You know, so I really want to see how this evolves in the competitive meta as well. I love to see this at EVO, of course, at all the other Smash tournaments, and I wonder how it's gonna, you know, coincide with Melee. So I wonder if the Melee people are gonna also play this. I'm sure they'll put Melee, or they'll keep playing Melee as well. But, you know, those Melee players, are they gonna actually play this as much as Melee, or are they gonna just play Ultimate for a little bit and put it back down, and they're like, oh, we're gonna go back to Melee because, you know, fast-paced, technical gameplay, we played it for a very long time, blah blah blah, whatever. I don't know, man. I'm hoping to see Melee HD, but that's another thing. So Smash Ultimate, I'm personally very excited for it, but it's something I was expecting, so that's why, you know, it's number 3 on the list. It was gonna happen. Like, who did not see this coming? Now it was a bit of a surprise because it is coming this year. I'm like, whoa, all right, already, cool. But Smash was something I was already seeing coming, and that's why it's on number 3 on the list here. Now, number 2 on the list here, it's another fighting game, but this time around it is indeed Soul Calibur 6. Soul Calibur 6 is something we've been waiting for a pretty good amount of time. We had Tekken 7 from Namco, but we were definitely sitting and waiting for a good Soul Calibur 6 game, or Soul Calibur game in general, because of how 5 turned out. So we put that to the side real quick, and really we're itching for a real Soul Calibur game because of how the roster kind of turned out. But now with Soul Calibur 6, it's sticking back to the classics. A lot of the good cool characters are back. Zosmamel is in there with the scythe. It's really cool. Of course, you have all the characters like Mitsurugi, you have Nightmare, you have Sophitia, you have the recently revealed Talim, you have Kilik in there, Zhanghua. You also have Taki, of course. All the classic characters are coming back in there, it seems like. Hopefully Cervantes makes it back in there. Astaroth, I think that's gonna happen. Baldo, that's another given, right? So you know, and it looks very pretty. I love the art direction for it too. Costume designing, character designs overall, and the gameplay seems pretty fun. But we'll have to see about that. I will, you know, try to get my hands on it at EVO, hopefully, and along with Smash. But I'm definitely looking forward to Soul Calibur 6 the most, because again, you know, Smash is we kind of we're kind of expecting that, but Soul Calibur 6, you know, because of how 5 was, I really want to see how this turns out. Hopefully it's more fun. We do have characters, you know, to stick with longer, because you know we're familiar with these characters. No more of those kids. No offense, but maybe they'll make it in there as skins. I don't know, but we are getting Geralt in there, which is kind of cool for the Witcher fans as well. And I have a feeling that they're gonna do a couple more guest characters. So maybe, you know, we might see someone from Fire Emblem. We might see something from Tales or something. We don't know. It could be. It's just very much up in the air. So you know, it's definitely someone with a weapon. So hopefully maybe Majima. Majima would be perfect. He's got the knife. He's, you know, very much known for using a knife in his fights. I think he would be a great fit in there. I don't know. It could be anyone at this point. But anyways, I mean, it'd be really funny if Akuma makes it in there again from Tekken 7 to Soul Calibur, but no, that's a terrible joke. But anyways, no matter what, so Soul Calibur 6 is definitely something I am definitely anxious to play, because I love Soul Calibur, especially with Soul Calibur 2. I love playing Nightmare, and Nightmare's in there with that awesome ultimate move or whatever, riding on that badass horse, and Character Creator is in there as well. So I'm going to be stuck on that for a pretty good amount of time as well, hopefully. And I'm just, you know, looking forward to the single player mode as well. Hopefully arcade mode is just classic arcade mode, you know, with the ending and everything, with each character. That's, you know, what I am wanting for this game in order to make it a pretty solid Soul Calibur overall. So it is something to look forward to, because I am going to play with this with friends once again, and it's just going to be fun, I think, and it's, you know, good old-fashioned weapon bashing and mashing fun. So Soul Calibur 6, another game that's coming in October. So again, Broketober, man, it's gonna be crazy. But we have number one to talk about, but I would like to make an honorable mention for anticipated game of 2018, starting from July. And that honorable mention goes to Overcooked 2. But number one on this list here, for those who are really wondering, what's the number one on my list for anticipated games of this year? And that is Tales of Vesperia. Why? Because Tales of Vesperia was something I was really waiting for a very, very long time, until, you know, rumors are starting to pop up, like their website was renewing or something like that. And I was like, what the heck is going on here? And then during the Xbox presentation at E3 of this year, when that theme song popped up, I was like, what? And lo and behold, Vesperia is coming out with the definitive edition, and oh my god, I you know, as soon as I was able to process that, I like the inner me just exploded with excitement, because I was waiting for this game for such a long time, ever since the Xbox 360 and PS3 era, because it first came out on the Xbox because it was an exclusive for whatever reason, and I guess there was some sort of deal going on, and they only made it for the Xbox, right? At least for the English version in the States. Then when that deal was expired or whatever, they wanted to bring it to the PS3, but only in Japan, and it was better. Like, it had more content, it had 2 more playable characters, bigger expansion of the story, more mystic arts, more stuff. There's more costumes in general. just more stuff to it. And that was that was the Tales of Vesperia to pick up. So I wanted that version, but unfortunately it was only available in Japan, and so you can't really read it because there's no English text. There wasn't even like an Asia version, so you can't just because the Asia version tends to have an English setting when it comes to subtitles and text, but there wasn't that, none of that existed. So only in Japan and on the PS3. So all I could do was just wait and hope that one day it could come here to the States on the PS3, but it never really happened. But now we're in the PS4 era, and now they finally considered bringing it here to the States, and then it's coming true. I was really happy that, whenever that was revealed, and I'm so much looking forward to it. I love the Tales series, and I really wanted to play Vesperia for a very long time. I love the character designs. I love what I've read up on the wiki and stuff like that, and I really don't care about being spoiled or anything. I just really want to play it because it looks cool. The combat looks awesome. The Mystic Arcs looks cool. Everything about the look of it is really cool, and I just want to do those cool things in my own hands now on the PS4 or Switch. I'm concerning for those two systems because the idea of being able to grind on the Switch would be really fun. But PS4 is guaranteed for running the best or whatever. But as long as I know that it runs great on the Switch, when it comes to like frame rate, hopefully it runs 60 frames. I could pick that up for the Switch. So having that on the go will be great. I love to pick it up on the Switch is because Nintendo. I want to support Nintendo more. Just because it came out much later than the PS4, so I think it deserves a little more support from that. But that definitive version, or that best edition that I really wanted to play for a very long time, has now become a reality, and it's just one of those things that feels really good. And for me, it's such a good feeling to see something like that happen and transpire. And especially in this kind of era, because now for sure the graphics are gonna be really good. It was your PS4 or whatever current generation console is gonna run it really good, especially on PC, of course. So it's again such a good feeling. Now we get to play that version at some point in time later in 2018. We don't know still for the exact release date, but again, I'm very much excited for it, which is why I'm anticipating that the most, because I know it's an old game and all. This is a game that I've been waiting for such a long time, anxiously, and I thought all was lost, but I'm giggly about it. I'm kind of fanboying over it, but I want to see it. I want to see this come here now, and friggin', I want to see Yuri. I want to see Rita. I want to see Carol, Estelle, freaking Flynn, Patty, Raven, and Judith, of course. And of course, Repede. Repede is, the dog, of course, the wolf in that party. So very interesting cast, and very interesting character interactions from what I've read up. And all those little skits that I've seen on YouTube long time ago, and again, I really am we will be able to play it. I'm very much excited for it. So yeah, obviously, if you can't tell already, I'm pretty fucking excited for this game. So this is why it's #1 on my list here. And then funny enough, it's a game from Namco, just like Soul Calibur 6. And I was bouncing between Soul Calibur 6 and Vesperia because Soul Calibur 6, obviously it's a little newer, and it looks really pretty. I love Soul Calibur. It's one of those childhood gems back in the day. Vesperia, I never really thought that this game would ever come in the States here in that version. So that's why I just exploded with excitement a lot more, because it's Soul Calibur. People like it here in the States. It's gonna come at some point, right? But Vesperia, that's a lot more shallow, or a lot more in a lower percentage, in my opinion. So yeah, again, this is why I'm most excited for this game, and it's such a good feeling, and I have something to look forward to later in the year of 2018. So holiday is gonna be jam-packed, I know, and it's gonna be crazy. But yeah, I'm loving the selection for this year. A good number of remasters and stuff like that, but there's still something to look forward to, and I think next year will be pretty good. But for now, I love what we're gonna get for 2018, and especially with Tales of Vesperia. Really can't wait to play that. I'm gonna go all out on that for streaming on Twitch, so please look forward to that. I am too for Vesperia. Really love to play that game now. But anyways, so this has been my top 11 most anticipated games of 2018, starting from July. Man, I really wanted to share this video. Really want to talk about it, and I know it's been pretty long, but there are some things I wanted to talk about. And thank you guys for sticking it all the way through. And if you have your own top 10 or top 11 in this case of games that you're looking forward to or anticipating for the rest of 2018, leave them below, please. I'd love to check them out. Want to see what you're excited for when it comes to games. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share these videos through the rest of the internet. Really appreciate it, guys. And if you want to further support the channel, all the links will be in the description below. Really helps out the channel, and again, really appreciate it, guys. It really always makes me grateful for that. For you guys to continue to watch these videos and for your viewing pleasure or whatever, or put them in the background. Either way, thank you guys. Really wanted to talk about this. So this has been my top 10 most anticipated games of 2018. Sorry, from July. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Sean out.